What is going on, guys? You are back with another video with Ecom with Ed. Unfortunately, I'm actually recording this for the second time in a row, so bear with me if I seem a little bit jumbled. But yeah, essentially all the audio I just recorded was out the window. So here we go. I'm going to run through this pretty quick for you guys. No big spiel like there typically is in my video, but essentially this video is for anyone who's been using the Claude MCP API to help with their store building, with basically anything Shopify related. This is only if you're doing it already. This is not a tutorial. It's not how to set it up. This is if you're doing it already and if you've run into this specific problem. The specific problem I'm mentioning is when Claude decides to basically rewrite everything or kind of do things on its own, wander off on its own path, and just kind of make its own decisions without you knowing, and then it's too late for you to go back. So essentially, to just kind of get to the point, what happened to me was I was doing some edits. It was quite late at night. I was getting very frustrated. I was giving Claude kind of a reference advertorial from my direct competitor. I wanted to kind of copy the structure of their page and their format, and then obviously rewrite it, make it my own, and everything that way. So the funny part is I actually got a DMCA because of this. And I was so baffled that I got DMCA'd until I figured out that basically Claude made an exact copy of their store, so they had every right to do that. Sorry to them, by the way. Essentially, what happened was we used that advertorial as the reference, so all of their copy was on my page. Like everything that was theirs was on mine, and then basically I was just going through, replacing everything, etc. I did all the replacing. We already wrote all the copy. Claude already had this done. It's already known this. We've been working on this for like over an hour, and I think we were like literally changing one last thing, and then the store was ready for ads. And I was so excited, so ready, that my prompting may have not been the best. It was very late. I was fatigued, wasn't thinking clearly, and I wasn't specific enough when I told it to do a certain edit on my store. For some reason, it rewrote basically everything back to the last thing that it remembered, which happened to be before I did about an hour's worth of manual work. So that was like placing images, a couple copy changes here and there, all these little things that I found and did, all erased, all gone. I was so angry. If I showed you guys the Claude chats, my YouTube channel would probably be banned. I'm sure you've had your fair share of arguments with him, but this being said, like Claude is an AI in the end of the day. He's a tool, and if you don't use it as a tool, it's going to use you. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but anything that happens when you're using this is a skill-related issue. And it was for me. I stopped being very specific, and it costed me even more time. So it rewrote everything because I didn't specifically tell it to only do that one change. I told it to fix the page. It took that as the page is wrong, I need to fix it. It rewrote all the stuff, replaced all the pictures with the old pictures. So all the work I had to do, or that I did, was all gone. I had to redo it. So to save you guys from that, and to save me from that ever again, this is what I've done now, and this is what I will keep doing. So the kind of the prompt that got me in trouble was more something like this. Like, and I'm just going to type it or say it with my mic to save time. Again, because I'm recording this again, but also I don't want to sit here and babble all day for you guys. So let's just make this quick. So, hey Claude, this one section on my store looks weird. I don't like it. Fix my page. And then obviously you would like include a screenshot, but it's still just being so vague. It can literally go and now do whatever it feels that it was being told to do. And it's connected to your store. So you do not want that. I repeat, you do not want that. Because what it did for me was it thought, oh, that means he wants me to fix this, as in rewrite it all because it's bad. And that's what it did. It saved it. There's no way to go back. So to avoid this and to make sure you never encounter this, this is exactly how you need to prompt Claude when you're making changes on your store, when you're doing anything Shopify related, honestly, anything MCP related. This is how you need to be, and this is how you have to talk. So I'm going to just kind of share you the prompt that I use now. I basically put this on every prompt when I'm using Claude to make any edits on my stores or anything. I always say this at the end. So it'll go something like this. Hi Claude, there's a section on my store that I don't like. I've taken an image of the section, and this is the problem with it. I really want it to look like this, which is the second image that I've given you from my competitor. However, it doesn't, and the copy inside of it is also not good. I want the copy to be this, and I want the section to look like this. However, this is the only change that I want done. The page, the way it is exactly the way I want it to be, especially the fact that I'm about to run ads. I don't want any other changes. This is a surgical change. You are to only change this one thing I'm asking you to do. Please confirm that you understand this before making any changes. So I'll save this, guys, on the screen, so if you want to copy and paste it, you can. But yeah, that's it. That's all you get. So essentially, that's what I say. And like you'll notice, I say surgical, and I do say that almost every time because it is a surgical change. You are surgically changing one thing. And for Claude, it is surgery because you got to think, and all that code and all the back end, that's only like probably like this much code out of thousands of lines of code. So it is quite literally a surgical thing. Whereas it's so much easier for Claude to just take the whole thing and remake it again. So, which is what Claude does, which is what it did to me. So if you want to avoid that problem, make sure that's how you talk to Claude. If you've been coming up with this problem and you've been having this, and if this actually helps you, please let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm a small channel. I will always answer every comment. I will read every comment, and honestly, if it's a good enough comment or a good enough question, I'll probably make a video for you. So don't be afraid to ask, especially if you're new and you're just starting out. I'm not mean. I'll definitely help you out. So that being said, I really wish someone showed me this sooner. So in order for me to keep bringing you content like this, I'm going to keep not editing my videos. I'm going to keep probably posting like this because it's all I have time for. However, don't leave me hanging, you know? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support this channel because I will be giving you real knowledge based on actually the things that I'm doing every day. So if you like the video, don't forget to show it, and peace. I'll see you in the next one.